Have you ever wondered why you show up the way you do? In relationships, at work, or even in the way you actually nurture yourself? Why some parts of you feel so natural while others feel like they are hidden, waiting to be expressed, waiting to be seen? Well, that's because, my love, whether you realize it or not, you are living through a feminine archetype. And understanding which one you're embodying right now can actually change everything about how you look at yourself. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today's conversation is one that makes my heart light up because it's about something both mystical and deeply practical: the feminine archetypes. These archetypes are, they're like mirrors of different energies within us. They show up in a way we, you know, love, we create, the way we set boundaries, and actually, they even show up in the way we dream. And the magic is, once you know which archetype you are living out, you also discover which parts of you are longing to be brought back to life. So, without confusing you further, let's dive straight into the 5 of the most common feminine archetypes and how you can know which one you are embodying right now at this point in time. So, number 1, the nurturer. Now, who's the nurturer? You're the caretaker, the one who pours love, the one who pours energy into everyone around you. You're very warm, you're empathetic, you're very, very compassionate. But sometimes you forget to pour that same love back to yourself. You don't give yourself the love you give to everybody around you. So ask yourself if you're actually nurturing from the overflow. Okay? Or you are living out of depletion for yourself. Which one? Are you nurturing yourself or no? Ask yourself that. The second archetype is the lover. Now, this, of course, the lover, as the name suggests, this archetype is the archetype of passion, of play, of sensuality. The lover always knows how to be fully present in her body, in her emotions, in her relationships. But when you suppress the lover, she can be totally disconnected. She can be ashamed of her desires. She can be guilty for wanting more. So the question is, are you allowing yourself to feel joy, pleasure, and beauty daily? Or are you depriving yourself of it? Number 3, the third archetype is the warrior. Now, as the name suggests, you are ambitious, you're bold, you're unstoppable. You fight for what matters to you. You fight for your voice. You protect those, you love. And you always get things done. You are a go-getter, man. You just know how to get things done. But when overextended, this warrior can become very rigid. The warrior can also be totally burnt out. And the warrior can also become overly controlling, which in turn impacts your relationships. So now again, ask yourself, are you leading from strength or are you leading out of a survival mode? Which one? Number 4, the visionary. Oh my God, again, as the name says, this one is the dreamer, the creator, the intuitive one who sees possibilities beyond the present moment. Always the positive one. Always, because you're the dreamer. The visionary trusts her inner wisdom, and the visionary always inspires others with her ideas. But, when ignored, she can actually feel totally lost, she can feel ungrounded, she can be doubtful of her own power. So now the question to yourself, are you listening to your intuition Or are you just dismissing and shoving it under the carpet as something imaginary, as something you are imagining? Are you trusting your intuition? Are you actually listening to it? Ask yourself. And last but not the least, the queen bee, the queen archetype. The queen knows her worth. She leads, and she leads with grace. She sets boundaries with love. She builds her life with intention. Her power is steady. She is radiant. She is all magnetic. But when the queen is wounded, she may struggle with control pride. She may struggle with fear. She may struggle with being totally vulnerable. So ask yourself, are you ruling your life with sovereignty, or are you waiting for someone else to crown you? Don't wait for anybody to crown you. You are the queen. If you belong to this archetype, you are the queen. If you always lead with grace, if you always set boundaries, if you build your life intentionally, you are the queen archetype. Okay? So don't wait for anybody else to crown you. Don't struggle with control. Don't struggle with pride. Don't struggle with the fear of being vulnerable. Well, these were the 5 main types of feminine archetypes. Go through each one of them and discover for yourself which one are you at this point in time. At this point in time. Now, you're not just one archetype. Remember that. See, basically, we all have, a little bit of all these archetypes within us. So that's why I'm saying identify which one are you at this point in time. Because at any given time, one archetype may be louder, one may be more dominant, one may be shaping the way, you are navigating through life. So get curious, yeah? Get curious about yourself. Which archetype feels most alive in you right now, and which archetype is quietly whispering for your attention, waiting for you to reclaim her energy. When you learn to embrace all archetypes, you stop living as fragments and you start rising as a whole, as this powerful, multi-dimensional woman you've always wanted to be. So if today's episode spoke to your heart, like, comment, share it with somebody who needs to hear this today. As I say always, subscribe to my podcast on YouTube, Substack, Spotify, Apple, wherever you are comfortable, so that you don't miss a single episode of these little nuggets that can rewire your mind and shape your personality. Until the next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to recognize the feminine side of you, the feminine archetype inside of you. See you soon the next time. Bye-bye.